Hello class, how are you today?
Good, Miss Davis. How are you?
I'm great. So today we're going to be learning about developing a product line. So our objective today is, given the knowledge you learned from previous class and the lesson today, we're going to demonstrate how to develop a product line so you know how to get products on the market. Okay, has anybody ever developed a product before in any other class?
No.
Okay. We need to know how to develop a product in case you actually want to sell a product in the industry and to do it the right way to give it to consumers. Okay, has anyone ever developed a product or known anyone who's ever developed a new product?
No.
Okay, and that's why we're learning about it today so everybody can understand about all the different steps it takes to develop a product. Our first step is determining your target. You need to know your target market to advertise a certain age group, and if they won't have a market, it won't be able to sell it to anybody. You need to determine your target market, what they want and need, and which features best meets their wants and needs. Your target market is actually the age group you're selling it to, the race you're selling it to, and if it's like a male or female that you're selling it to. These people are your target market. Okay, so our next step is to actually research your competition. So if I was to go to a MacArthur Mall, what would be Nordstrom's competition?
There could be lots of them since Nordstrom sells so many different products to men, women, children, pretty much Dillard's because they carry products for the whole family at usually a little bit lower of a cost. R&B could compete with their women's section because they carry pretty dresses and party tops and a lot of really exclusive clothing. For children, Justice and Gymboree would be competitors because they both carry children's clothing. And for juniors, American Eagle, Aeropostale, all those types of stores would be competitors.
Very good, guys. That's exactly right. Nordstrom has a lot of competition because it's a big department store, but they still have a lot of people who come to their store. So obviously they figure out how to differentiate themselves from competition. You need to know your products are already offered out there to see if it's something that's new or something that's already in, like, to set yourself apart from other competition out there. Okay, the third step is to design your product. Normally people think this is the first step, but actually it's the third step because if you don't know who you're targeting and what your competition is, you won't know how to develop your products. You need to offer at least one benefit not offered by competition. You need to try to make weaknesses in your competitors' product strengths in yours. If you provide better customer service than your competitors, that's a strength for your business. Okay, the fourth step you have to do to develop a product line is to establish your marketing goals and objectives. It needs to be measurable and realistic, yet challenging. And also, you need to comprise key messages you want for your customers. Okay, and the next step, the fifth step, is determining your marketing budget. This is actually the hardest step because if you don't have the money to finance your company, you have to go to banks and other lenders to get them to help you finance your company. You don't need to plan for a product income to finance your marketing. You have to do that yourself. It's vital that you plan your marketing budget for money you have or can borrow. Okay, and now the sixth step is to establish a schedule for marketing your product. You need to know the best time your product will be right for customers. You need to keep yourself organized by knowing what's next and what you need to develop next and how to get it out there. Also, marketing at a wrong time can make your product fail. If you're marketing for something that's like a winter coat and you're marketing in the summertime, obviously it's not going to work out because people don't want that in the summertime. Okay, next is the seventh step, which is building evaluation. This is when you write down how you will know if your product is doing well or not. And it also helps measure to see what you expect from your product. Your evaluation should be something that you can actually reach. It's also like you can write down your goals or anything like that you're trying to achieve. The 8th step is to actually implement your plan. Begin developing your product, get it out there to consumers, do all the steps that you did, like the figuring out your target market, your competition. This is when you actually implement everything. And then the last step is to continually check on your results. See if your product is doing well in the product life cycle. If doing bad, figure out how to advertise more or to take your product off the market, because obviously you're not making any money doing it anymore. Okay, now that we understand that, I'm going to ask you 3 different questions, and then after that we're going to go into our activity. What do you do first when developing your product?
You need to establish your target market.
Exactly. That's the first step, is to actually figure out who are you selling it to. Why is knowing your target market important?
So that you don't market to the wrong people.
Exactly. If you try to sell something that's actually for a young crowd and you sell it to older people, obviously they're not going to want that product. So you need to know who your target is. Do you have to offer anything to differentiate yourself from competitors?
Yes.
Exactly. You need to make yourself different from competitors. Obviously, they already have something out in that market, so you need to make yourself different from that other product. After you implement your plan, what do you do next? Yes, you continually check on your results to see if it's actually doing well in the market or if you need to take it off the market because it's not doing well. Okay, now let's get into the activity. So I'm going to give you some stores and ask you some questions about these stores. What is Baker's target market?
The shoe store?
Yes, the shoe store.
DSW?
Yes, that's their competitors, DSW. Baker's tries to sell to more of a younger crowd. They have real young looking heels and stuff like that. So obviously their target market is more to the teenager, like early 20s. What is Walmart's competition?
Walmart would have a lot of competitors due to the broad range of products they carry. For their produce, they would probably be competing with any grocery store such as Farm Fresh or Food Lion.
Mm-hmm.
For their toys, KB Toys, Target. For their video games, Best Buy, Target, GameStop. And for clothing, they would be competing with Target because they also carry really nice clothes for a really great price.
That's very good. Walmart has many competition, but of course they're doing well in the industry because they have lower prices. The biggest competition that they have is Target because they sell the same amount of stuff that Walmart has, but they have the same around prices, but Target's a little more expensive, so most people go to Walmart instead. Okay, what is KB Toys' target market?
Their target market would be children, probably anywhere from the age 6 to 13, and also parents, because children that age normally don't have the money to buy the products themselves, so they have to appeal to the parents to make the parents want to go in there and buy the products for their children.
Exactly. A lot of toy stores use like bright colors and animated stuff to target young crowd. So then they have to target the older crowd to get them to buy toys for their children. Okay, so what is Jordan, the shoe company, the tennis shoe company? Who are they targeting?
They mostly target males. I would say the age that mostly buys them is anywhere from 18 to 28, but they also do make baby Jordans, and I know a lot of adult older males that would buy them, but probably around the age range where people are hip and fashionable and wanting to fit in with their friends.
Exactly. A lot of shoe companies have a broad range of a target market because they can sell it to anybody. But yes, they normally go for around like 18 to late 20s. But they do sell it to young kids. They do sell it to older crowds and stuff like that. But yes, a lot of shoe companies have a big range for their target market. Okay, and what is the Men's Warehouse? Who are they targeting to, the suit company?
They're targeting men, I'd say anywhere from ages 24, probably really high of an age since men don't stop wearing suits, but I'd say 24 because that's when most men are graduating college and would be getting jobs that they would need to wear a shirt and a tie. And then they could go up anywhere to men around 60, the age of retirement.
Exactly. Men's Warehouse has a huge target market because they sell suits. Most people, that's their first place that they go to get suits is the Men's Warehouse. And yes, they do have a older crowd, but they do have younger people because there's not a lot of competition in the suits crowd. All right, now that we understand that one, what is Cachet's target market? Cachet is the retail store.
I would say Cachet's target market would be women ages 18 to about 30, but also a younger crowd because I know I definitely went in there looking for prom dresses when I was 16 to 17.
Good. Normally Cachet goes for like older women. Older women mostly shop there, and that's normally you see in Cachet. But they also do have nice dresses that are good for prom and stuff like that. And so now we're going to go to H&M. What is their competition?
H&M's competition would probably be Forever 21 or Charlotte Russe.
Yes, especially in MacArthur Mall, H&M's competition is definitely Forever 21 and Charlotte Russe. They have a lot of more cheaper clothing, so that's why they are in that price range with the Forever 21 and Charlotte Russe. But a lot of people like to shop at H&M more because they have more better quality of clothing. Okay, and our last store we're going to talk about is PacSun. What is their competition and who are they targeting?
PacSun targets teenagers, probably at age 13 to about 20. Their competition would be WRV, which is located in Virginia Beach, and 17th Street Surf Shop, which has several different locations.
Exactly. PacSun is a surf place, so a lot of younger people wear that type of stuff and not really an older crowd. So PacSun can go for the younger crowd, and they have a lot of competition with other surf places. Okay. Now that we know what is our target market and our competition, and we know all the different steps of the product line, I'm going to give you out a test so you can go and see if you understand the product line now.